And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Carolina Panthers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Let's go.
Open man is Mingo, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. From the 31, here's 2nd down and 2. A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. The Panthers at 4-5, a game under 500. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game, right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There have been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. The slot man in motion right. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Yellow, line. Hut, hut.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Ready.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Smith, red. Set.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Wait. Hey, check Mega.
Man in motion left, Mingo. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Ready, ready.
In motion is Chenault.
Ready, ready.
Now a first down throw for Young. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 23 yards on the play. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now, way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings, just so professional, mature. Looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he will score! Touchdown, Panthers! Jonathan Mingo, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed, and this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
On the ready. Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. You look at this Carolina defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Back to the air on second down. It's Lance. And that is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Throwing is Lance on third down. And he knocks the ball away. Incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And one of the linebackers has got it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
On the set.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Open man right side is Sharp. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it makes it third down and 2 yards to go.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2 yards still to go. Third down now.
Ultra. Black swap. Ready.
On the handoff, running left is Hubbard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play?
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's a running back.
Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Right back to Hubbard. Down to about the 37.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Check Fury.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Okay, ready?
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Let's go now.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. Man in motion left, Mingo. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's Lance. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Now he's held a return. It's a loose football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Ready?
To throw on 2nd down is Young. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Young on first down. That's complete right around the 8. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7.
At the 7-yard line.
Yellow.
They go play action. Young. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. A quick throw by Young, caught on wide. Touchdown, Panthers! Jonathan Mingo with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers are able to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. KaVontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Red cycle.
Here's Lance to throw it. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A give up the middle. Hubbard taken down at the 47-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Ready.
On the give, this is Hubbard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Ready.
3rd and 9 here.
Drill 52. Hey.
In motion is Shenault.
Drill 3. Hut.
Young on 3rd down. This is Shenault on the receiving end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Down. Edo blue. Blue striker. Black ultra. Blaster 6. Hut.
Now here's Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he Steelers first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
First down, Dallas.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to... There he goes, left side. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Waddle, 73 yards. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Panthers 17, Cowboys 7.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's a run by Hubbard. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Lance looking to throw it. Throw out wide is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. That throw by Young incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Young. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Quick, yellow. Cut.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A great effort right from the snap there on the defensive side from Amari Barno.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Working from the gun, Lance. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly. This only had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
Well, for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter from Charlotte. Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Red, yellow. Ready.
3rd and long for Young. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Set. Hut.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. But their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Will we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
White. Set. Go.
Young off the play fake. He completes this one to Mingo. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Ready.
That's good for a Panthers.
Strike. Ready.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
On the double.
2nd and 11.
Real green. Hut.
Young to throw it. Flushed out right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Ready.
Pollard going to try the right side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Edo blue. Ready.
And Lance now to throw. Flush to his right. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point safely through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Cowboys 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they're touching.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Now a give. It's Hubbard going left. And they'll take him down at the 31. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. That's Trayvon Diggs making a big play there for the defense.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
They'll take over at 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Let's go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hut, hut.
Off of play action, here's Lance. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
Field, black. Green jack.
Lance again here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Red, cycle.
Throwing now is Lance. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Waddle. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys have taken a 4th quarter lead. Quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this 4th quarter.
But this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent 1st half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The drive started playing good one. Give him 19.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run and then executed.
Ready?
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Commit, Brett.
They'll give this to Hubbard running right. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37.
Another carry for the leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A give running right. It's Hubbard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. This is 1st and 10.
Check, smash. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 15 yards.
Here's third down and 5.
Slide through.
Young to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. They've got to burn the timeout, and they do, but a costly, costly sack. And now maybe just time for one final play.
Ready.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down.
Ready.
It's desperation time. Young on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Dallas, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And now they'll have the short week ahead as they'll host their annual Thanksgiving Day game on Thursday. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.